Sometimes I struggle in my life. Sometimes I don't know what is right. Sometimes I just want to get through the day and night. Without putting up much of a fight. Oh, God damn it. Oh. I'm trying to figure this out. I've got something stupid here, something messed up. Don't know why this is like that. I'm trying to figure it out. You'll have to forgive me, guys. Hold on a second. I don't know why this is doing that. Oh my God, dang it. Hell, shit, far fuzzy. Hey, give me a second. I figured I've screwed up my. Oh, ditto. Why do I have to mess everything up here? I don't know. I don't understand. How do I just get back to where it's just my face? I really don't know. Oh, Jesus, dude. Don't tell me I've got to start this over. Evidently, I do. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, my God, dude. I can't get it right. Jesus! Hold on a second. Yeah, you heard me. Gotta get a little angry there. Technology really frustrates me, guys. Hello, Tomcat. Good to see you. Falguni. Sorry about that. Yes, Gray Cloud still gets a little irritated sometimes. You can ask him, Neil. He knows all about that. I was irritated before we went live because I thought the camera on my laptop wasn't working. And disclosure, I'm not on the laptop right now. And then we have Tomcat in the chat also. I'm just kind of trying to, now that we got it back, I just was having to figure out what I was doing. But we got the camera's working on the laptop, and I don't know how to use this laptop that I do have, so that's why I'm not streaming from it yet. Got the camera back working on it, and then what does 100 and what does 5 by 5 mean? I don't really know what. Okay, I don't know what you're saying. Like 100, 5 times 5. I don't know what that is in reference to, but I've been doing good. I've been doing pretty good. Been doing pretty good. My intention was to that if the camera, if my I was just playing a couple of things that I have in the ability to have in my video section, and I can share. I could share right before, like I haven't fully figured everything out. Oh, okay, I didn't know. Now 100, I know. Like when you say 100, I kind of knew that. But 5 times 5, oh, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I never. Excuse me. But my intention to start the stream off was to turn my camera around and pull this little leg up real quick. And no, I'm not going to play very long. I was just going to kind of do this, and I was surprised that so many people showed up already, even though I don't know how many we have, 5 maybe people watching. Let me see if I can get this kind of like situated here. Everything's like, and you know, I have to learn my own advice. Patience is a virtue, definitely. And it's just technology sometimes gets the best of me because I just ain't, like I hadn't had a computer in a long time and trying to figure that new computer out and all that. Trying to get this. Anyway, it don't matter. There you go, brother. What are you talking about? Looked like a cover of a comic book. I don't know what you saw there. If I could say a joke. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out what you were talking about. The power of the what? Oh. Hold on. Oh, hey. What's up? Hello there, Power of Why. Sorry. Guys, I'm not trying to ignore you at all. I was just trying to do something a little different and just, well, it's not different. It ain't unusual for me to start off a stream just playing the little drum set here. Anyway, since there's actually people watching, we're going to come back to my ugly face. And sorry, and it was good. It's good to see. So Ghosty is in the chat. Power of Wine and Ghosty. I did, like I said, I didn't know you were working today until I texted you and everything. So, and been too long. Great Cloud. Been a lot going on here. Yeah, I was thinking that you had a lot going on. Well, the last time I talked to you, and then the last time that I think I seen a video, and then you were explaining some things, and then here recently you've made a few little posts or a little couple of like in the past week or two, I've seen you like being a little like kind of like back active. So. Oh, yeah, at the beginning. Sorry, Falcone. I'm forgetting what I showed earlier. Yes, that was Dr. Ben's comics, and they are he's a friend of mine. He's been on stream with me a few times here. I've been on his channel once or twice, I think maybe once. And he's an independent underground comic artist, you could see, like, I don't think I have them laying here. I think I have them put up right now. But his comics are like more kind of do it yourself style. Like, like if you worked it all out yourself and then printed it up yourself. A lot of them, what he produces reminds me of when I was in the 90s and I was in the underground metal scene and the punk scene. Well, not just that scene alone, but it was, they make like, fanzines and stuff where you just do it yourself, print it out yourself, fold it, make it a half-size zine. That's the kind of feel. Yeah. So sorry about not remembering what you were talking about. Hold on a second. Let me see here. Oh, I'm trying to figure out something. And hold on. Goodness gracious. There we go. And so Tomcat, it's good to have you around. I remember that just recently, Tomcat's World. He has a channel also, y'all guys, and also I know that you're from your personal account, Falgoni, but if anybody's interested, she has a channel, The Divine Rhapsody. Is that right? Goodness gracious, guys, I'm having trouble remembering crap right now for some reason. Okay, you design zines too. Awesome. Like fanzines. Yeah, like, you do the best you can with what you got. And then that's what I want to put something together like that of my writings, my personal stream of consciousness writings. I would like to, now that I have that laptop, once I learn how to use this laptop properly, in the future, I want to get a printer, like a good printer. And then I could just start typing in to the best of my ability some of my notebooks into the computer, get them into the files, and then trying to work out how I want to arrange it. And then print it out myself. Just make so many copies of something that's like if you took 5 regular pieces of paper and turn it on its side, then fold it in half, you end up with I believe it'd be like 8 pages on the inside, and then the outside would be your 10th page. So you'd have all that. So, hey, that sounds awesome. Spiritual stuff made fun in it. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. Guys, this is my friend here. Hold on. Well, I think Emil what's happening here?
Not a whole lot, man.
No, I'm hearing an echo. Is that? Oh, that's because you're on your phone, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't know if there's anything I can do to, like every time I'm talking, do you hear it?
Nope.
Hold on a second. Maybe it's me.
Okay.
Let's see. Give me a second. I'm gonna turn myself off for a second.
I wish I could turn myself off sometimes.
Hey, let's see. Is it still doing it?
I hear you clear. But I don't hear any echo.
I'm hearing it. I don't know why. Every time I'm speaking, it's like going. Let me turn you off for a second. Turn it back on. Is there still?
I'm not hearing anything.
I don't. I have no clue what's going on here, guys. So on my end, hold on. Emil said he said he just subscribed to everybody's channels. So I'm assuming he just subscribed to your channel as well, Ghosty, if he hadn't already, because he had been in the chat a couple of times. See, now I'm not hearing I don't know what that echo was.
I don't know either. Is it any better?
Yeah, I'm not hearing it. Like I was hearing like every time I said a word, I was hearing a static. So
It's weird.
Falgoni, I don't know if I'm saying her name right. She's from India. The lady, Falgoni, that's in the chat, she's from India.
Okay, cool.
She's got a channel called The Divine Rhapsody and stuff. You know, she talks about spirituality and, you know, just like it's pretty cool. Like I enjoy when I can catch some of her stuff, but
Right.
I'm trying. I was frustrated earlier, and then I got frustrated when we started because like I was like having trouble figuring some stuff out, and people heard me go, "Gee, that's class!" And I don't like to be like I'm normally not that frustrated, but things frustrate Gray Cloud sometimes. You know what I mean?
Hey, if I have to go suddenly, it's because there's a customer.
Yeah, I remember you said earlier because like and I don't know if Tomcat's still here. I was also saying Tomcat has a channel, and he does he's got some songs on there that he creates with the AI. Like he creates the music and then writes words and then puts it together with the AI. Like he comes up with words and then he thinks of what kind of song he wants to make. You know what I'm saying? And then he generates the music and then puts a singing to it.
Right.
And so I was just letting anybody know also that I had talked to Ghosty a little bit ahead of time about if she might want to join. I generally, I prefer to do it that way. Like if I think you might want to be interested in coming on, I'd rather have a direct way to talk to somebody outside of. There's been one time that I dropped the link in the chat and it turned out good. Like I had the Merlin, the Sphere Keeper. He came on one time towards the end of a stream, and I was streaming mainly. Like I started that stream off, I was sharing it to my second channel. So I was making that stream. It started off with me discussing comic books. Now it went over into other subjects, but because I was streaming to my second channel, I was making it more about comic books. And for anybody that don't know, the second channel, that's where I want, you know what I mean? Like if I'm going to do content that's talking about my love for comics and stuff, I'm mainly going to do it over there. So today I'm not streaming to that channel because I didn't have a clue to what I'm talking about, really.
I never know what I'm talking about. And the older I get, the more I know I don't know.
Oh, did you see she said hi? Yeah, you saw that, didn't you?
Yes. So hello, Emil, and hello, Faljuni. Forgive me if I mispronounce your name.
I think it's Faljuni or yeah. Like I could be pronouncing it wrong. And then I'm not sure if Tomcat's still here with us, but like it's like sometimes it's hard to know who's still there and who ain't. Like people sometimes their signals will drop in and out. Then sometimes they chime in the chat, but they're really just listening. Like they might tell you they're there, but like then that's about it.
Right.
So just trying to make sure I address anybody that was here watching. We had about 5 people at some point. Now we're down. But Gray Cloud, shut up. Stop worrying about how many people are watching. It don't really matter. Speaking of comics, though, I just started this. I'm almost done with it. This is a pretty cool damn comic. It's Vasilis Lolos. He's from Greece. He's like a really good. I'm mentioning this because. Okay, she said I say her name right always, so I'm saying it right. Falguni or yeah, Falguni. You know how like if you like until you hear somebody pronounce something, sometimes it's like hard to know whether you're saying it right or not. But
He asked me a
he's like
question. What are my
he's like this is an older book of his, and I never knew of Vasilis, and I think I'm saying his name right, Vasilis Lolos. Uh, so he was like
Thank you,
pretty
Amanda.
much a big mainstream artist, or like he wasn't. He was in the independent scene. Like this is put out by Dark Horse, I think. Anyway, point being, he's not in the mainstream now. He's in Comicsgate, and he's had one campaign that's closed called He Punk. He's still working on it. It's an old character of his that he's like making, but he's also got a new thing out that he's getting backing for. That's like a really weird. I don't know how do you explain it. It's like an abstract comic. It's like he says that his book that he's promoting right now is like a doorway. It's a key to something because like if you were to see the artwork and stuff, you'd see what he's talking about. He's got like some really neat, almost like magical connotations and stuff.
Yeah.
But I was just because since she said she had mentioned she does she makes little fanzines and she likes comic books and things like that. I'm trying to do, you know what I mean? I'm trying to like address something that we have in common. I don't know particular about you, but I was just going to show. So apparently, like a few months ago, like after I really like I've been following him on X. Can you see it at all? Or
Yes.
like that's a really good. If you look at the teeth right there, it's got human teeth, but then this is the first picture where this character actually opens her mouth like this, and then you see those extra set of teeth. I don't know if y'all can see them.
Oh yeah, we can see him.
Yeah, they're like real sharp looking. So obviously she's probably not really human. But it's like an interesting story. This is volume 1, and evidently he did do a volume 2 because I posted some pictures of these yesterday and told him thanks. A few months ago, I had, what happened? Oh, she said if she disappeared, might be a customer coming in. She's actually working right now, guys, at a tackle shop. She's at work selling bait and stuff for fishing. And she did say that. She said, if I disappear for a second, it's because somebody came in the store. So, Falgoni, if you're still here, I was kind of just trying to share that because this dude he's a cool dude. I like his art. I've got another book by him that I ordered, another used copy of something. He's got a lot of work that you can't get in the U.S. He's got like some work he did for Russia, not Russia itself, but different comic book companies from Russia. Oh, okay. I was talking. She'll be back if she can be. She had told me that if she had a free moment, she might stop by. And so I was just saying I had previously asked her about, I didn't know she was working today though. And then you have so I hope I didn't just lose my space here. I think I did. Okay. Anyway, what was cool is a few months ago when he was promoting He Punk and stuff, which I did not back. She's become a good friend of mine over the past several months. We got to know each other on X, and then she streamed with me a couple of times. And so anyway, Vasilis recommend. I had ordered this. I don't feel like I could get up and get it, but there is a comic that I ordered a few months ago off of eBay that I found that was one of his that he did through Dark Horse, and it's called Pixu or Pix. I think it's Pixu, but it's about a house and it's about like a demon or a haunted. Like it's a creepy story. And when I was posting pictures of that, he in the comments came in and was like, he suggested, I asked him, I said, what's some of your work you would suggest? And he said, Last Call. So I recently had got a used copy of Last Call. I'm going to make a purchase of volume 2. But he let me know yesterday. So he's got, I guess, a 3rd and 4th volume that he was wanting to do. I don't know why they never did get done originally. Probably something to do with the publishers. But he said now that he's in Comicsgate and doing crowdfunding books, he plans on doing volume 3 and volume 4. And I was like, let's make it happen, when he gets around to that. And just a little, the comic is about these 2 young boys. One of them steals his mom's car. The other one steals some like cigarettes from his dad and shit. And they take off on a joyride. And they're like cruising through, listening to some metal music and stuff. And all of a sudden they get switched. They just like, the car's gone and they wake up in this, it's a train. They're in a train car, like a passenger train. And it's like a interdimensional train where like time and space really don't matter. And you got like these weird characters on it and stuff. I don't think they even know why or how they're, so far. Yeah, you can, dude, you are a moderator. You have the ability to share links. Like, you don't have to ask me. 11:11 on the clock there when just a minute ago. Cool. That's a good sign. That's a good omen. What I'm saying, Emil, is you're a moderator, so you don't have to, because I know you're not going to be sharing some link that's inappropriate anyway. Yeah, about that dude that was talking. I've watched the first few seconds of that so far, where he's talking about, a doorway into other dimensions and stuff, and anyway, I've got to watch the whole video. Because it's interesting. Because I would say, like, the government, CIA, all those people, anybody that comes up with any technology or any thought processes that is really revealing the greater reality, I think they're going to try to snag. They're going to try to they're going to try to quiet you, and then they're going to try to steal your ideas or your technology, whatever it is. Same with Nicholas Tesla, Nikolai, not Nicholas, but Nikolai Tesla, whatever. We all know that, like, I know it's a conspiracy theory, but it's pretty much understood. Like the electric companies and stuff, all them people, they didn't like the idea that he knew how to create energy out of nothing. Like, he could pull the energy out of the air. Where do you think we're getting 5G from? Where do you think we're getting Bluetooth from? That's all Tesla's technology that he had, probably, because all his paperwork and all that got stolen out of his apartment. But you know what I mean. So Falgoni, I guess he's wanting to share a link in the chat. And it's a chat. It's just a kind of a deep dive. Like I said, I haven't watched the entire video yet, so I don't know. I've got to go to her channel and start trying to catch up on. Of course, for me, I'm trying to, like, when I've watched a couple of your things or when I go into your videos, I'm trying to find where, like any of it that's in English, I'm trying to. Oh, yeah, Tesla gave us, yeah, he said 369 is like a key, like that number is like a, I'm not refreshed right this second, but I know what you're talking about. I've read that quote. I've read all of that. You know what I mean? Like, in my studies, of course, and especially I've seen quite a bit shared about that kind of stuff. I'm gonna burn a little sage. Give me a second, guys. Let me get this sage going. I got to turn from the fan. Okay. I was meaning to do this earlier. And I appreciate you being here, Valgani. Phil, I appreciate everybody that is here, anybody that's still watching. Like I said, I'm not sure if Tomcat is busy, if he had to go, if he's still here, or any of that. But I appreciate that he stopped by and even chatted us up a little. I'm also very appreciative that Lady Ghost showed up, even though she had to leave for a minute, like because she's busy. By the way, I'm leaning over real quick because I have this fan. A lot of times when I'm burning my sage, I will I'll hold it in front of the fan and it'll blow the sage smoke more like all the way through, like the trailer. Now, of course, if I wasn't streaming right now, I would be getting up and walking around my trailer and doing this, and I might even be doing a little bit of a chant or a prayer of some sort, just doing a little bit of a cleansing and trying to banish anything negative out of my space. And I don't really care if anybody thinks I'm crazy for that, I do what I do, like some people don't believe that kind of stuff. I've seen some people try to tell you that using sage is demonic. Well, I can't help those people. You know what I mean? Oh, that sounds awesome. Like, I don't necessarily burn it every single day, but multiple times a week, I usually do that. I burn it, and then I'll like I said, I'll lean over and then I walk around I'll go in to my bedroom, walk through the kitchen, I'll go into the spare bedroom, and just get this just kind of all through my domain. And I'm wearing one of the shirts that I got the other day from it says no bad vibes. I got that from the thrift store the other day. I don't know if I have my camera mirrored. Let me see. There is a way for me to do that. And I think mirror means for me, like, I'm thinking y'all are seeing this backwards now. There's a way for me through Restream to set my camera where if I'm holding something, let me see real quick. Am I? Yeah, that's backwards. So there's some way that I can, but I'm not really seeing. Okay, now it's right. Yeah, I had the setting off. So now you can see the wording exactly like you should. No bad vibes. I don't know. Not that you really care. It's no big deal. I don't really care about clothes either, but I like the shirt. There's many videos of. I'm gonna have to watch that video sometime before the day's over. I will make a point to watch that video myself also. But yeah, and Falgoni, one day we'll try to maybe one day we can do a stream together. You know, where like I don't know, we'll figure it out. Like I can give you an email or something where you can email, and then through email we can decide. You know what I mean? Like not anytime soon or anything like that. We can figure out like if you would want to, like we could try to think of like what would we want to talk about and stuff. Like right now I'm just, you see how I stream most of the time. I just stream with no real topic necessarily. Like there's a friend of mine that's is willing to stream with me, and we're supposed to do a stream at some point and discuss you know, the flood stories that are all through different cultures in in the world, anywhere from the Noah flood story to several Native American tribes in America have different stories, their version of the flood and the survivors afterwards and stuff. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me see if I can type in. Well, hold on. Right now, I'm trying to remember if I was about to type the right. I believe it's right. Hold on a second. There you go. I believe I changed it recently to from I used to have my legal name in there, which my Gmail still has my legal name in it, but and I've never been shy about telling people that, you know, when I was born, my parents gave me the name Jason, but in those woods in 2008, the spirit said, "You ain't Jason, you Gray Cloud." And that's a whole nother debate. Some people would probably tell me I'm full of shit, especially anybody that doesn't believe in anything past this reality. Like people that are just stuck in their head, like, and they demand proof of everything. And for me, the proof is in the pudding. I can just look out my door and see proof. But I'm not here to argue with people about that kind of stuff either. So, but yeah, my friend Ben, he wanted to do a topic. If he comes on the stream, when he had said, well, hey, like we got in a whole discussion one day about, because I was like, and this might, if somebody was to be watching from that's a subscriber to my channel that is Christian or whatever, if me saying this might ruffle some feathers, but I had said, I'm not that concerned if Noah was a real person or not, but I know that there really was a flood. I know that most of the world at some point was covered in water. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to debate on whether some of it happened or whether it didn't happen. But if in my studies in life, I was looking for the common thread in all cultural religions. And I started finding that every culture somewhere has a flood story. And then most religious backgrounds have some type of story of that, whether that, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you can find common threads and stuff. But like he was saying, he would like to stream and talk about that subject from the factual point. Like, what facts do we have that tell us that the world was mostly covered in water at some point? That sounds like a pretty cool idea, Falcone. Now, as far as me being able to pull, like you probably know more about it than I do as far as pulling up videos and stuff. I have never been able, I have yet to do a stream because I've always been on my phone. That's why I'm hoping to get this laptop down. What I'm saying is I want to figure this laptop out. I have to learn how to be able to record, to have it live streaming. Like, I don't know how you do this. I have to learn how to live stream, have my face on camera, and then if anybody's with me, if we want to pull up a video and watch it, I like, it's been a long time since I've owned a computer, so I've got to learn that process of, like, if I wanted to do a stream just by myself on the laptop and I had a topic to discuss and a couple of videos I wanted to pull up and talk about, I would have to learn how to do that. And I'm not saying that at one time I knew how to have several windows open and you could do a split screen, but I've never done it in years and I've never streamed with that capability. So, but the way that we've done it before, and I agree with Emil. I've had quite a few different friends from different places, like India. I've had friends from, like, you know what I mean? Like, I have encountered and had acquaintances and friends from multiple different areas of the world. And so, I've always enjoyed studying different things about, I like looking, I like to, I do like, I like researching different spiritual backgrounds, different spiritual, like different religions, things like that. What up, Red Snapper? We got Red Snapper in the house. That's our friend from, he's over there. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. I remember, Red Snapper, I believe you told me you were near Stonehenge. I want to say that he told me he's about 20, maybe 30 minutes outside of Stonehenge, where Stonehenge is. Wherever his village is located, it's not far from Stonehenge. So we have Falgoni from India. We have Red Snapper joining, and I'm pretty sure I remember where he told me he's from. I've still got the link in my text, but you can send it again. Like, I haven't deleted my text or anything, but if you send it again, it's fine too. Because I'd have to scroll back and find it, which is only so many messages back. But so I'm correct. My memory ain't too bad today. And guys, I apologize for seeming so frustrated at the first. I really didn't know what was going on, and I was trying to just get my face back up on there and not be sharing it split screen and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what was going on there. Yeah, so Red Snapper, we've been talking about just all kinds of different stuff. We talked a little bit about comics. I played the drums for a second. What else have we talked about? Just different things. I've shared that several people in the chat, like Falgoni has a channel called The Divine Rhapsody, if I remember correctly. My friend was on here a minute ago on screen with me, Lady Ghost. She's got a channel called The Power of Why Compels Me. I've not been drinking today, you remember. Well, matter of fact, I haven't drank in almost 2 months. At the end of this week, like if I go every day this week and don't have any complications in deciding to drink, it'll be a full 2 months. Like I just passed over the 7-week period. So we're in the middle of, so now I'm like 7 weeks and 2 days sober from alcohol, that is. That doesn't exclude the smokage and stuff. Although I haven't smoked any kind of ganja product today at all. I've got some resin and shit that I meant to get out and put in my little bowl and have it right here. So, because I like to do that, I like to puff a little bit while I'm streaming. Uh, you know, and also full disclosure, Grey Cloud is not promoting it. He's not telling anybody they should do it. But I do smoke some weed. I am having trouble here. Hey, Richard. Yeah, I know, Falgoni. Yeah, like the last time I drank for about 5 days straight, and it was a mess. And I had been a month sober then. Like Red Snapper, you know that over the period of time that you've known me, I have periodically been working on remaining sober as much as I can. And do I smoke tobacco? Not really. I did. What's weird is I never really smoked tobacco. I ended up smoking pot and doing all kinds of other drugs and drinking way before I ever even smoked cigarettes. But at 25 years old, I ended up on the streets in New Orleans, Louisiana. And I was staying at this one shelter, and these guys were all doing their little roll ups. And I was like, let me hit one of those. And it would give me a head rush. So then I ended up picking up tobacco for a while. Fortunately, it never was something that, for instance, I have smoked plenty of cigarettes and tobacco, but it was never something that I put first. Like if I come up with money and need food, I'm going to buy food before I buy a pack of cigarettes. But no, I don't smoke anymore. Like occasionally I might get like a cigar or something. I do like a cigar every once in a while. Yeah, THC definitely is way better than. I definitely agree. I think that THC is more, and to each their own. Like for me, alcohol is just a bad thing in general. Like it's not that I'm not a mean drunk. I'm not like you know what I'm saying. Like when I'm drinking, I'm usually pretty jolly. It's just that I have health problems, and over the past few years, anytime I have drank, it's been like my drinking is me trying to literally, like when I drink, it's me just avoiding reality altogether. And that's not a good thing. So, oh, when I drink, do I want to smoke like tobacco? Yeah, I would say that that was the case. But like I said, tobacco was never like, truthfully, a lot of times the only reason I would buy tobacco is because like during times that I wouldn't be having money, I'd bum cigarettes. So when I'd get paid, I'd buy cigarettes just because most everybody around me smoked. Literally, if I bought a pack of cigarettes today, I can guarantee you 3 days from now, I would still have some of those cigarettes. That's how little it. I'm just trying to say, no, like for instance, someone did give me a pack last week, and I smoked on it. So I'm kind of lying. I just realized I kind of lied. No, I have not been smoking tobacco. But then last week, when I was trying to get rid of the puppies, there was a dude and he lit up a cigarette getting some of my puppies. And for some reason, I was like, man, can I bum a cigarette? And he gave me the pack. And I had not smoked a cigarette in months, in many months. Now I'd smoked a cigar, but what I'm getting at is he gave me the rest of his cigarettes, and it was like a period of 5 or 6 days that pack was here. And I, like, if I light up a cigarette, I don't smoke the whole thing. Tobacco to me is useless to me because it doesn't really alter. It's not altering my consciousness in a way that I would prefer. It's best that I don't smoke. And I'm assuming you smoke, Red Snapper, and have smoked for a long time. And then, but I could be making an ass out of myself and somebody else, couldn't I? But no, I don't really smoke tobacco. I don't make it a habit. Like I said, every once in a while I'll get a craving to want to. Like every once in a while I'll go buy like like a cheap 2 or 3 pack of some cheap ass cigars. And like I can light a cigar up and hit on it. I can smoke on it for the whole day. Um, and even when I actively smoked a lot of tobacco, I just wouldn't buy it much because I would just pick up butts and shit and break up cigarette butts into a bag and just smoke my tobacco out of pipes. I don't know. For some reason, I had not smoked in a long time. I was out by the road trying to get rid of some puppies. Him and his old lady came up there. They were getting 2 of my puppies. He lit up a cigarette or he was smoking one. I smelled the smoke. And I was just like, hey, man, can I bum a cigarette? And he was like, hey, man, go ahead and take the rest of the pack. And he gave me a lighter, and I didn't even need a lighter. I was just like, well, I didn't have a lighter on me, but I was just like, okay. You know what I mean? It was like, he said he had plenty. And of course, I could have said, well, man, like, I really don't smoke. I just kind of wanted one. I wasn't going to go into all that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a different time of night, day for you. Hey, Falgoni, I appreciate you being by. And I hope, okay, I sent you, did you write down my email? If you wrote down my email, send me an email. I'll get back with you and we'll try to like, here in the next few weeks, maybe we can arrange, because like, especially with our time differential, you'd have to tell me, like, you know what I mean? Because like it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon for me. I'm assuming it's going on about 12 o'clock midnight for you, because earlier you said it was 11:11, so you're getting closer to midnight. Like you're fixing to be tomorrow where you're at. I do drink. I buy a pack when I go to the bar. But yeah, Red Snapper, I totally understand that too, because like I didn't have such a habitual habit of smoking, but yes, drinking and smoking a cigarette, it seems to kind of go hand in hand. It's almost like I don't know. It's almost like the only time I really crave it, sometimes still after a meal or something, every once in a while I'll be like, I wouldn't mind a cigarette. But if I don't have them, there's a store I can walk to and buy them, but I'm not going to, like it would have to be really bad. Now, if I was sitting somewhere and I'm eating and there's somebody else smoking, that's not to say that I might not bum one, from somebody. So yeah, that dude, when he gave me that pack of cigarettes, also Red Snapper, I was trying to find you on X the other day. Are you not on there anymore? Or did you change your handle? Did you get banned? I'm just curious because I haven't really, like it was a while back you commented on one of my videos or you showed up in a live stream. I went over to X and I was trying to find your account and I don't know if I was looking wrong or finding it wrong or something like that. But I remember we knew each other from there. I could have swore. See, if you're over near Stonehenge, it's later in the day for you too. What are you like? Probably in the evening right now. But I think we've had a pretty good stream. Ghosty didn't ever come back. I think she must have got pretty busy. And we don't want her losing her job either. I definitely don't want Ghosty trying to do a stream and then somehow somebody go, well, she was on the phone trying to do stuff and not paying attention to me, and then complain to whoever owns the tackle shop. I'm real happy for her because she's kind of like her situation. You know what I mean? She draws a disability or whatever. I think I don't know if it's a disability, but she draws a monthly check, and so like whenever she got to start doing that job several weeks ago, I was excited for her because she gets to go there like Thursday through Sunday on most weeks. There's some. So yeah, it's nighttime or it's evening time in your place. Oh, okay. So probably when I was looking for it, like a week or two ago, whenever it was the last time, you happened to comment on a video or one of my posts in the community, and it made me think about you. I commented back, and I was like, man, I'm trying to, and I think I typed in Red Snapper, and there's a bunch of different accounts with Red Snapper and different variations of it. So uh, my account's still the same. So if you went back and recreated a new account, just go in and follow me, I guess, and then I'll know or something. Hit me up over there so I can make sure that we're following each other. I would like to anyway. Uh, I like to have connections outside of, you know what I'm saying. And then earlier in the chat, also Red Snapper, I did share an email, which you would have to go back and find, but just in case you might want it. But you know, that's neither here or there. I remember Red Snapper Emil was he was one of the, like when I was streaming like in the mornings a lot, he would be on a lot of times. You remember that Snapper? Like I'd be streaming some like at 8 or 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, my time. Of course, it was later in the day, your time. Like I'd be in my room. It was kind of last year, I think. It was more like winter time and stuff because anytime I was doing stuff, it was in my room because that's the only part of the trailer I'm going to heat up during the winter. Even this coming winter, it'll be that way. I'll be, a lot of times if I'm streaming, it'll be in my room when it gets really, really cold. Oh, you got blocked from a U.S. channel the other day. Found out Red Snapper means something else in the USA. I'm not sure. I thought Red Snapper was just a fucking fish, but uh, is it a slang for something in the U.S.? I'll have to look that up. Damn, somebody punching it out there. They're flooring it. What is it, Gibbabo? Bitty bitty. Hopefully, here after I end this stream here in a little bit, I got to set up another stream. Okay, you're thinking about changing the name. Like, see, I just thought Red Snapper meant fish. Now, I thought that's why you were called Red. I thought that I remembered in your picture it was, but I could be wrong. I'll have to look it up. I don't know what this. Okay, so yeah, it's slang for something, and I guess it's slang for something that's not very appropriate. That's why they banned you because they thought you were. Yeah, okay. Urban Dictionary Red Snapper. I'll look it up. Right now, I can't because I'm on my phone and it'll take me out of it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Share. Yeah, I can only imagine. Did y'all see Falgoni came back? She wants to share something. She just watched a little bit of that video that you shared, Emil. I only watched the very first like 5 or 10, about 10 seconds. I saw a dude talking about that he was talking about another reality and shit. And like I knew that I definitely want to watch that video. And then I'm gonna have to go and find more stuff about him too, especially what you said, Emil. But Falgoni, you're more than welcome to say whatever you need to say there. Yeah, it might depend on the state, but I'm gonna have to look it up. Let me write that down. Red snapper. I've never heard anybody refer to that type of thing on a woman's body as that, but I guess somebody could be referring to it as that. Red, hold on. Red snapper. Urban Dictionary. And it's weird because I kind of know what they mean by urban anyway. Maybe she's typing right now. But yeah, when I get out of here, yeah, when I get out of here, like I was telling Emil earlier, I've got to set up a stream for Thursday. So, guys, it'll be 10 o'clock my time, which is Central Time. But my friend Chris Meeks, who runs, he's got a small channel, like a little over 100 subscribers, Meeks Entertainment. He does, sometimes he shares from the Bible, but that's not the main portion of his video. But he shares his music. He shares, like, he also has like an alternate kind of, he has a rap name also. He does some, he tries to do a little bit of hip hop. He calls himself Twisted Seed and Twisted Seed. But he also plays guitar, he plays drums, he plays piano, whatever. So there's videos over there of him playing actual music. There's videos of him doing funny skits, videos of him sharing his spirituality. You know, it's like a mixture of a lot of different stuff. Been knowing him for a while. Good dude. I've helped him out a few times. He's helped me out. But we're going to schedule an actual live stream. I'm going to schedule it today. So look for that to be going up sometime today on my channel. So you'll have plenty of time ahead of time to remember, just in case you want to be there. I'm trying to set it up today so we have several days in advance, and maybe we got a few eyeballs on there for the special occasion of having Chris on with me. I want to try to see if I can help him build his channel, you know. And I don't know if she, that's cool. I'm going to definitely have to watch this video. Like when we get done here, I've got several things I got to do today anyway. But one is I got to set up and schedule my live stream for Thursday morning, which will be 10 o'clock my time. It'll be 10 o'clock Central. So once I set it up, you can figure out what part of the world you're at, and you'll know what time it is going to be coming on your end. And like I said, my friend Chris Meeks is going to join us unless something happens. Like I told him just to let me know before Thursday if something comes up where we have to reschedule it. So, and let me leave that up there just a little bit longer for you guys to read. She's got me thinking, because this is going to be something I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to watch the video myself, and then I'm going to probably take a few notes, because like even if me and her do a stream and we talk about that video, we don't necessarily have to show the video. Either way, if we did, hopefully I have my shit figured out and can pull it up. If not, there is a way around that also. Like if somebody else is streaming with me and they're streaming from a computer, they can send me a link into the back studio, and then I can open it up and we can both watch it. But we could still just do a stream where it's just us talking about it. So I definitely want to take notes on this. So what I understand is that if we imagine knowledge and truth as a big circle. This video is just the other side of the spectrum as spirituality, like two radiuses on opposite sides reaching the center. Yeah, like it's going like you got a circle here, and then this circle's coming here, and they're both meeting, like overlapping almost. I used to. Hey, you have a good night. Good night. And I appreciate you coming in and giving us some feedback on what little, just touching back, like what you saw of that video. Like I just saw the first probably 10 seconds and knew, like, as soon as I opened it up and watched just a brief few seconds of it, I was like, okay. I just didn't have time to watch the whole video. And I knew it was only about 30 minutes, 20 something minutes. Yeah, so that's what we'll plan to do. Like, I'll watch the video. I'll try to take some talking, because that's what my friend Ben has suggested to me about when he wants to. Whenever me and him arrange a stream together to talk about the flood stories, he wants me to write down like 7 talking points that I can come with, and then he'll have 7 talking points. I don't know if I can come up with 7 talking points, but I do know one already, and that's about. There's one person that in the history of some of the flooding and stuff thinks that, you know, that planet that's supposed to be out there past Pluto, Nibiru or something, supposedly there's some theory that affected the Earth at some point and caused a bunch of flooding. I have no idea, but that's going to be one of my talking points. And then another talking point's the fact that I've been able to find fossils all throughout where I've lived in the South for my entire life that obviously were seashells and stuff embedded in rocks. So it tells me that where I grew up in Tennessee at some point was on the ocean floor or was part of the, you know, like we were all covered in water at some point. Maybe very few places were land. But either way, that's a whole nother topic, and that'll be another. Hopefully I'll get that set up between now and whenever. Ben told me not to take my time, and he's working and doing things too. So it's not like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody getting paid on this. It's not like I'm not monetized. You know what I'm saying? And it's all new to me, trying to like pinpoint down maybe a topic to start with. Because that would really be a cool video. Like if I know that I want to set up a stream with Falgoni and me and her share the screen together, and we're like talking about that video, then it just makes sense. I need to watch it, and then I want to, as I'm watching it, might even have to watch it a couple of times, it sounds like, because it's going to be some deep stuff. Just write down a few little, just see what it brings up in my mind. So that'll be a good, we'll try to shoot for that soon. Heck, I hate when I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm trying to do way too much than I need to be, but it's neither here or there. Yeah, so have a good night, Falgoni. And so we've had a decent stream today. I'm going a little over an hour here. I don't see myself being on for much longer, just because I feel there is things that need to be done in my actual, like at some point I'd probably get out there and walk again. I'm trying to do that. And then and not that anybody else really cares, but last week when I went to the doctor, I'd lost a good bit of weight since the last time I'd weighed myself. Not a good, but I'd lost at least 10 to 12 or so pounds from the last time that I'd weighed. Don't know what I am today. I do have my own scale, but I'm progressively losing weight, and that is the idea. I've been eating healthier again, maintaining my, trying to do them walks, stay as active as possible. Oh, and look what I found the other day. Now I showed a picture to you on through text. That's that fossil. But these things right here, growing up, they told me this was Indian money, not Indian people from India, but what America used to call Native Americans. because when America was discovered, they thought they had found that they were over in India, so they called them India. But anyway, so Native Americans used to use this as for like monetary exchange, like it was in their. And from what I understand, my friend Dan the Man on X, who is a really cool dude in the comic book scene, he's a good artist too. He's a really good artist. But he pointed out that a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of Native American tribes, they used fossils, different little trinkets, and they did a lot of trading. And they had somewhat of a system where, I used to find these all the time in creeks growing up in Tennessee. I happened to be walking the other day and just looked down on the gravel road that I walk on, and this was just right there. And I was like, I knew instantly what it was. Like, whoa, whoa. I felt like a kid again. Like I felt like I was 5, 6, 7 years old, exploring the hills, out there at my granny's and going down by the creek and turning over rocks and, finding really cool stuff. That was some of the funnest times in life, when you don't have a care in the world, man, and you're just running free and like exploring and just like that's kind of how I felt today when I went off in that little wooded area. Matter of fact, I think I might go back over there here in a little bit because it's a nice day outside. Before we go, I'm going to take y'all outside to show you how nice it's looking outside. There's old Biddy. There's a Biddy. Look at Biddy. She's such a good girl. She is a good old baby. She's a good old baby. It's not really, really hot. I mean, it is a little warm, but you can see it's a little warm right now because it's like 1 something. It's after 12 o'clock. It's 1:28. So the sun's beating out. I might not go here too soon. I might not go walking just right after I get off because there are, like when I end this, I'm going to assess what I need to do here in the trailer, and then I'm going to try to watch that video. I might not watch it right after I end this, but I might, within the next hour or two, I'm going to try to watch that video and that Emil sent. And I'm going to try to watch that video. I got to remember to go in and set up. Probably one of the first things I'm going to do when I get done here is set up the stream that I'm planning on Thursday with Chris Meeks and Meeks Entertainment. So I'm going to set that up. Then think, is there a chore that I need to really do right now? If not, I'll take the time to watch that video. And then there's some reading I want to do today. Like I've already read some this morning. Like, I shared a little bit of a paragraph from this book this morning, and I'm almost done with it. Like I've got literally that many pages. Like, hold on. That's all I've got left. So I'll probably finish this book today. And it's definitely a book that I probably need to reread also. I'm gonna probably finish this today. This is a really good book. It's good, and I think I got this for like $5 to $6 or so bucks on eBay. I think volume 2, the only volume 2 I can find, is like gonna be about $10 because of it's like I think I found a volume 2 for like $6 and something plus shipping. It'll come to almost $10. But I definitely want to read it. I definitely want volume 2. And I did actually back his current campaign digitally. So, because since I have that laptop, I was like, because the physical copies from Vasilis that he's putting out, if you're getting a physical copy, it's shipping from overseas and it's like outrageous. Like the book was going to be like 20 something dollars, and then it was going to be 20 something dollars to ship. I was like I'd already spent some money on some stuff that I was like, I'll just do the digital, because he has a digital version of the book for like $15. And I was like, hey, I've got a laptop. At least, you know what I mean? And it's cool because he's like a reachable person. Just because he used to draw some comics for some bigger companies and stuff like that I like his art. He's got some cool art. Plus, I like his taste in music. He likes metal, and he's posted some different videos and things of some of the music he likes. We have some similar tastes. He's also a skateboarder. Now, I don't know if he still skates, but I know he was a skateboarder. So he's an interesting guy at that also. And he's in Comic Skate, which I like to promote or back if I can, or when I have the money. Yeah, no, I think a lot of people, they enjoy my dogs, or the dogs around me. You're definitely right on that. Let's show her again real quick. Biddy, you're popular. Biddy. Hey, Biddy. Biddy. She said, leave me alone. I'm trying to rest. She's a good dog, though. I love her to death. Very happy. I mean, I miss my other dogs, but she's the one that I'm still got here, and she's doing pretty good. I would like, if I could figure out a way to get it, like, I think I have enough money still that I could take her to the vet, not get her fixed, but I could take her and have her looked at and then done whatever test they got to do, and then arrange it to have her fixed. But Betty's van is still down, and I only have a couple of people that I can even ask about rides. And David is always so busy. I don't know about. Plus, I don't even have a collar for her. Never put her on a leash. I would have to get a collar, and then she'll have to get used, because I would need to put her on a leash so that I can get her in the car and control her a little bit. And then when I get to the vet. But why don't we do a little something real quick? I'm about to end this, guys, but I'm going to do a little. Where am I going? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? Who will I say it to? A thank you letter to my higher self. I love that. You're awesome, Falgoni. Your name reminds me of there's a character that had that name. If I remember correctly, isn't there a comic book character that's got a similar name? Falgoni or Falgioni or something. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember what comic book, though. But yeah, you have a good night, and I will be ending this in just a second. Oh, where am I going, life? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? Who would I say it to? Where am I going in life? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna say? Would I have anybody to say it to? Anyway, I think that's a good note to end on. We've went a little over an hour. Guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. I don't know what happened to Tomcat. I hope that he's okay. And if you get a chance, go check his channel out. He's recently started kind of putting stuff over there again. And I know that he he's got struggles just like all of us, man. He's a friend of mine. I actually do have direct contact with him. So I might just text him after I get off of here. Let him know that I wasn't trying to ignore him or just make sure he's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while since we've talked and everything. So, matter of fact, he's one of the first people that ever came on my show or on my channel with me on a stream. You can go back in the history and see that. I don't believe he was showing his face necessarily, but he was on screen. He was on the stream with me, and we had a good time. It was one of the first times of me just messing around trying to learn how to have somebody on, and I was using StreamYard at the time. So, okay, many blessings to everybody. I wish you the rest of your night or day to be really wonderful. Red Snapper, I appreciate you being here. Like I said, okay, she said she sent me an email, and I will check the email out here shortly. It might take me a minute to get back with you, but as soon as I read it and can send and sit down and send you a message, I definitely will. And okay, Gray Cloud, it's time to end it. And if you don't know, when I say ditto, D-I-T-T-O was the way that Sarah and I said I love you to each other. Sarah was my best friend. We did become lovers, but we were always best friends. And when she died, we kind of really weren't together anymore, but we were friends, and she was going to come back and see me. We were going to live in the woods together, and she was going to help me kind of put some things together and do some things. And she passed. And so after that, that's why I say ditto at the end of all my videos, and I sign off of these live streams with saying ditto. Matter of fact, I want to design a shirt at some point that says ditto equals I love you. And maybe on the back it'll say in memory of or whatever, you know. We will see. We will see. Until next time, Mr. Gray Cloud here, Sage of the Eternal Moment. Over and out. Ditto.